Hi darlings, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to do a blush declutter, a blush and bronzer. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, then go ahead and stick around because we're going to get to the hand cam in just a second. Okay, see you there. Hello and welcome to hand cam. Today we're going to do we're going to declutter. Oh my God, words are hard. I'm going to declutter some bronzers. We're going to go through blushes and cream blushes. So let's just do it. So I'm going to start first with my stack of face palettes. So I don't have a crazy amount of these, but I have a lot if you think about how many shades are in each of these palettes. But I'm going to start actually with these duos here. So these are by Ofra. I don't think I've ever used these. I actually won these in a contest at the end of last year. So I think that I'm actually going to declutter these. It's one of those things where it's like I've never used it, and I think it'll have a good home somewhere else. A friend of mine runs a charity for teenagers, and a lot of the things that kids request are like makeup. So I want to make sure that I donate these. I'm going to donate these to her. So, yep. There is another one here as well. I've never even opened it, honestly. This one is again, another bronzer slash blush, but I have these colors in other places, and I think that I'll get more use out of the other things. So, bye-bye. All right, so next we have this Physicians Formula All-Star palette. I enjoyed this when I first got it, but it's not my favorite formula. I really got it to try this and like this. And I found that I ended up liking this one and this one the most out of this palette, but I don't like that on the silvery highlighter. It's an overspray, and I found that really off-putting. So I'm going to re-gift this. One of my sisters will probably take this. There's enough of us. But yeah, I'm going to pass this on to somebody else because I don't reach for it. So, all right. So far, I'm getting rid of 3 already. Okay. So this next one is by Moira Cosmetics. This is their Blossom and Adore blush palette. Let's see. I don't know if I don't think I've even used this. I'm going to pass this on too. I don't reach for it. The colors are beautiful. Like, this is the type of blush palette that I really like. We have like peachier, like warmer tones, but see, like they're so similar. I feel like this could have been a quad and it would have been better, but I'm going to pass it on because I just don't reach for it, and it'll get a good home somewhere else. So, bye-bye. Okay, moving right along, we have the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush. I just got this. I've used it a couple times. It doesn't even really look like it. I've used this a couple of times, and I'm kind of surprised at how sheer this formula is. I'm not somebody who requires a super pigmented formula, but I am surprised at how sheer this is. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to play with it some more. But so far I like it, but I do find it to be really sheer, and it takes me a long time to get my blush done when using this. So, all right, I'll do that. We're going to keep this one. Okay, let me put this cover back on before I forget it because I like keeping these in there. Okay, so next is this Ofra Cosmetics blush palette, and this is the reason that I went ahead and just got rid of my loose blushes because this blush formula is really underrated. I think it's really nice. I don't hear a lot of people talking about Ofra blushes, but they're nice, and I really enjoy their formula, so I'm going to keep this one as well. And these are way more pigmented than like the Moon Prism in my experience. Now, the most pigmented blush palette that I own is actually this by Melt Cosmetics. This is the Amori Mariposas. And this is the palette that they released with that. These are really pigmented for blushes. Like, especially this one is so bright. I really like it, though, especially this shade. OMG, baby. But yeah, it's a beautiful palette, and I'm going to keep it. So it doesn't look like a lot, but between these 3 palettes, there's 18 blushes in there. So, you know, do I want to narrow it down some more? No, because I like them and I want to keep them at least for a little while longer. Okay, I'll move those out of the way. So next, let's go into these powder blushes. So let me go ahead and lay these out. And we'll just go from there. I have so many. Okay. So these are all of the powder blushes that I have that are mainly in singles. So let's go through these because I feel like there's a lot and I definitely want to get rid of some. So this single blush by Ofra Cosmetics, this is in Rendezvous. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this because I am keeping that other palette. And I don't feel like I need to keep this one as well because I think there's a similar shade in there. Let's see. Is it the same? Yeah, I think this is the same. Or no, it's different. It is different. But I'm going to go ahead and keep the palette and pass on the single shade. And I don't think I've ever even used this. So, all right. This Makeup Forever Highlighter Blush Duo. I don't even know what this is called. It doesn't have a name on it, but I've really enjoyed this. I like this highlighter. It's not that vibrant, but I like that about it. So I'm going to go ahead and hang on to this. And surprisingly, this is a really flattering shade on the cheek. So keep. Okay. House Labs put out with their original release, they put out this duo. And I'm actually going to keep this more for the highlighter than I am for the blush. It is beautiful. It's got nice reflect to it. This blush is nice, but it's not my favorite. I don't feel like it blends the best out of everything in my collection. But I really like this shade Ribbon here, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it for that. So, all right. So let's look at these next. So this is the e.l.f. Bite Size Face Duo in the shade Watermelon. I'm going to keep this one. This is probably my favorite color combo. Oh, no, that's not true. Lychee is. Well, you know what? These are so similar. See how similar these are? Let's see. This is Watermelon, and this is this Lychee? Yeah, this is Lychee. I'm for sure keeping Lychee. Oh, no, but I don't like that the highlighter's cracked. That's okay. I'll push it back in. All right, so I'm going to keep Lychee. And this one's a little bit oranger. I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. Let's see, I'm going to probably pass this one on. I really like the appeal of it, but I never reach for a yellow blush. This one's Cantaloupe. But I never reach for a yellow blush, and I have yet to reach for this highlighter. So I'll pass it on because it's not used, and somebody will get some good use out of it. So, all right, this is the Spiced Apple one. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I have reached for this fair bit. You can see it's got like a dent in it. Going into like fall and even summertime, I really like how this looks on my medium skin, so keep. All right, I am going to go ahead and declutter Pomegranate. It is really pretty. I've gotten some nice use out of it, but I am going to go ahead and declutter it because I don't need to keep everything, so bye-bye. Listen, I'm not doing well getting rid of some of these blushes. Okay, next is from the Solmon 2 collection. It's called Peach Gleam. This is a really pretty peachy blush with a gold overspray. Honestly, I just don't have it in my heart to get rid of this yet. I like it. I've used it a few times. I don't really like the overspray. It's kind of glittery, but the blush itself is really pretty. So I'm going to keep this. Keep. All right. Moira Cosmetics. I think I've used this one time ever. It's very pretty. That pan embossing is everything. They kind of became well known for this pan embossing because it's really beautiful. And honestly, they were the first ones that I really, that I ever saw, really, that did this kind of a level of pan embossing. I'm going to keep it. I don't know that I'm going to use it, but I kind of want to just keep it for display and put it on my wall. So I know that's a stupid thing to do, but I already own it, so why not? I'm going to keep it. Okay, so this ColourPop, I haven't even opened. Well, I've looked at it, but I think I've maybe used it one time, yeah. This is just a really light, subtle shade. And honestly, I don't reach for it, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter this. and see if one of my sisters or friends wants it. Because it is pretty, but it's just not my vibe. So we're going to go ahead and pass that on to someone who can use it. All right, I've never even used this Patrick Ta blush. I don't love all of their products, but because I haven't tried this and I still want to try it, I think I'm going to hang on to it for now. I don't know that this is going to survive the next declutter though. So if I'm not reaching for it by then, I will declutter this on the next round. Just because it's, you know, something that I don't really reach for. So keep for now, but shaky ground. Okay. So ColourPop, another one. I think this is from the Palatial. I think this is from their Baroque collection. It's a beautiful blush. I don't reach for it. I'm going to pass it on, but this color is like my perfect, think it's fabulous, amazing color. And I'm going to pass it on though because I have so many others in my collection. So, pass. Okay. I have used this little blush up palette more than any other in my collection. It's by Kokie Cosmetics, and this is their blush up palette in Rose Glow. Firstly, it is nowhere near as vibrant as the sticker or their website, but I do really like it. And honestly, I just swirled these 3 shades together and I use them all at once. I have used this, God, maybe 50 times, and it doesn't even look like, it's just, you know, it doesn't even look like I've used it. And I've used it maybe 50 times. I love using this as a topper on top of a cream blush because I like to layer my blushes. So this is a definite keep because I always reach for it. So, all right. I feel like we started strong, but I'm not really getting rid of much now. Okay, so next is one of the Tarte. This one's in the color Party Dress. This is their Amazonian Clay Blush. This is a beautiful formula, but I'm actually going to give this to my little sister because she was asking me for this, and this was her favorite formula. And this is a sample size, but I don't reach for it, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it on. Okay. Moving right along. Okay, I kept this during my last declutter that I did because I really wanted to try it and I still haven't reached for it. And I think that's just a good sign. Like I've used it maybe once, maybe I did try it once, but I didn't reach for it again. And I'm going to go ahead and pass this on. I don't remember using this even, and I don't reach for it. So it's not getting the use that it deserves in my collection. I think I'm just going to move it along. I kept this for like a really long time because I was like, yeah, I need to try this. And I haven't. So move it along. All right. The next 2 are by Freebird Cosmetics here. And I've used this one a lot. I really like this orangey color. This is like Touch of Spice, I think. Yeah, Touch Spice. I really like this orangey color. It almost has like a brown tone, like a blush bronzer, and I actually really like that, so I'm going to go ahead and hang on to this because I do like it, and I like the formula, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. But I think I'm going to declutter this one. This one's called Sunset. It's like more of a vibrant, like rosy red tone, and I don't reach for this. It has, see that like nice little sheen? It gives like a nice, more natural sheen. I don't know how to express, like how to say that. It's not flat on the cheek. It gives a little bit of dimension, but I am going to declutter it because I just don't reach for this color. I like the formula, but I'm not going to keep it for the color, so pass. All right, here's one that my mother-in-law gave me. What color is this? Desire, huh? Okay, my mother-in-law gave me this, and I have not tried it yet. Oh, yeah, bye-bye. That is bubblegum. What was she thinking? So this is like a bubblegum pink. I'm sure that this would look fine on the cheek if it's sheer. If it's not sheer, fucking forget it. Like, no way. But I am never going to use that color, so that's brand new, and it can go to somebody else because I'm just, bye, bye, bye. No way, Jose. Okay, this is NARS Orgasm. See how the difference in tone? That's like bubblegum pink, and then this is like, well, I guess this is more like bubblegum pink, but see that nice little sheerness? This is a cult classic. This is the NARS Orgasm. There's a reason that this is a cult classic. It's just a beautiful blush, so I'm going to keep this one. Okay. So this is by Ace Beauté, and I have never used this, and for that reason, I'm going to hang on to it, only because I'm really interested in trying it. I got this in an Ipsy or a BoxyCharm, and I really just want to give it a try, so this is actually going to go on the top of my vanity so that I can, you know, not forget about it. So that's going to be a keep. Okay. So far, friends, we've gotten rid of all of these, yeah. So we've gotten rid of a decent amount, more than I originally thought. 11, 12, 13. So that's pretty good. We're off to a good start. So next is the cream bronzers or blushes. Friends, I went from having 0 cream products to having this whole container of just blushes. And I have thoughts. So this is going to be a keep. This is you can see how dirty it is. This is my go-to. This is what I reach for. I absolutely love this formula. This is by Tarte. This is their Breezy Cream Cheek Duo in Pink Sands and Seychelles. And I've gotten so much use. I'm gonna use these to the hit pan. That's just what's gonna happen. I really like them, you know, so that's what we're doing. Keep, absolutely. Okay. Another keep is this Youth and Play Duo by Kylav. It says Muse Beauty. They changed their name at, some point. They changed their name to Kylav Beauty. I really like this. It's more pigmented than I anticipated, but I do really like it. And I'm going to go ahead and keep this duo. So, all right. Oh, this is tricky. Okay, let's do this one. So, I don't like this. This is by Milani. This is her Cheek Kiss. I don't feel like this sets down at all. I know a lot of people really like this, and I just don't. This will probably get thrown away because it is a cream product, and I don't think it's like, if it's a liquid and it's got a dropper, that's one thing, but this is a pot, so I will probably end up throwing this away, just because it's, a little gross, so. All right, I have not used this one yet, so I'm going to keep this one just for the time being. I don't know what it's going to end up being like, but did I touch it? Yeah, I must have touched. Oh, maybe I did use it. Well, shit, I don't remember using it, so maybe I should try using it once more. This is a Believe Beauty cream blush in the shade Tropical Sunset. So I'll try using this again. I guess I used it. I don't remember doing that. Oh, I hope I didn't buy it and it was used. That would be gross, but I'm going to try it, and I'm going to go ahead, and if I don't like it, I'll just toss it then, but yep, keep. Okay. Whew, let's do these. These Jelly Blusher. Am I missing a color? No? Okay. These Jelly Blushers are so good. This is a new one, so I'm going to go ahead, obviously keep that. This is my, go-to. See how dirty it is? I reach for this so much. And honestly, it looks like it's starting to turn a little bit. These are the Halika Jelly Blushers. I really, really like this formula. I like everything about it. This color, Apricot Jelly, is absolutely stunning. I love it so much. But it looks like it's starting to pull away from the pan. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's starting... Oh, excuse me, bumping the camera like that. It looks like it's starting to pull away from the pan, like it's drying out. So I'm going to go ahead and toss this. But man, I absolutely loved this, and I would absolutely rebuy this. And this was the color Apricot Jelly. So this is a Korean skincare company. And if you see these, they were on Stylovana for $6 last time I looked. Absolutely worth every penny. Okay. All right, I also really enjoyed this. This is the BB Blush Glow BB Cheek Color by Perlice. This is starting to dry out, so I am going to throw it away. This was the first cream, like dewy, creamy blush product that I got, and I really enjoyed it. This color is stunning. This color is Malibu Peach. I would absolutely buy this again, so absolutely. But it is getting old, so I'm going to go ahead and toss it. All right, this is another one of the Halika Jelly Dough. I don't know if I showed you this, but it's a very rosy like pink color. It's perfect on my medium skin, so I'm going to keep. Okay. Ooh. Down to the nitty gritty. Okay. I have another one of these somewhere. These are the liquid blushes by Ofra Cosmetics. I used these, I don't know, maybe 10 times each. I find these difficult to blend out. And at first they were fine, but I think that something in this formula dries out really quickly, because by the time, like by the 10th time or so I used it, it was really hard to blend out. These are really similar colors. This is Blush Loyal and Blush Authentic. So Loyal and Authentic, but I found these kind of difficult to blend out. I won these last year in that contest, but I am going to go ahead and toss them because, you know, I'm just not going to subject anyone else to that, so. All right. Oh, and there's a helicopter driving by. It is a busy day here on my street. Good grief. Next is this Kosas Velvet Melon blush. I don't like this. I wanted to like this. I found that this did not dry down. I found that it like stayed tacky on my skin, and I didn't get the color payout that I wanted. I would have to build this up, and then it would just be like having like a smear of paste on your cheek. I've seen other people really love this, but it's just not me. So bye-bye. Okay. Actually, I'm going to toss that one too. Okay. These are by M Cosmetics. These are their serum blushes. This is Peachy Peach and Venetian Rose. I think that these are overrated for what they are. I think full price, this is a fucking ripoff. I'm going to keep them and use them just a little bit more because I did pay $9 each for these through BoxyCharm, which is cheap because full price, they're like fucking ridiculous. But I felt like this was overhyped. I didn't get the hype. On bare skin, I think they perform better on bare skin. Like B-A-R-E, not B-E-A-R. Don't get it twisted. But can you imagine somebody trying to like smear like blood? Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, anyway. So I felt like these were overrated. I'm going to keep them for a little while longer because, you know, maybe there's some combination that I didn't try yet that these work well on. But I just don't get the hype, so. But I'm going to hang on to them for a bit longer. This is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in Turks and Caicos. I did not like this. The color itself is beautiful, but this did not set down on me. This just stayed tacky and gross all day. And I feel that way about a lot of the e.l.f. Putty stuff that I've tried. But this is going to go bye-bye because I don't like it. So. And I'm also going to, actually, I might give this to my sister because she might like this, but no, you know what? Fuck that. Throw it away. I'm done. Okay, so this is the Pixie On The Glow Blush Stick. This is another one that I didn't like at first, but when I applied it with a brush, I liked it a hell of a lot better. I'm going to hang on to this for a little while longer, but it's not going to be one that I think I keep long term. I'm kind of at a point where I'm done with finding cream blushes. If, you know, if some are sent to me or whatever else, that's, you know, something else. But I thought that this was okay, but not worth the hype. But I am going to try it, you know, a little bit longer, see how it performs through winter time. Because I have not used this in a cold, like, weather environment. So I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to perform in the winter. Okay. This iconic London one is beautiful. I think it's expensive for what it is full price. But I do think it is beautiful, and I'm going to hang on to it. And this is one that has, like, one of these squeezy, you know, it's very serum-y, which I did not mean to pour that much out. It's very serum-y, but it is pretty, and I think it's just really pretty on the skin. See, it's kind of sheer. But there's something really pretty about it. It's kind of a natural finish. So, here, let me go ahead and wipe that off. Because I do not want to be that gross all day. See what I mean? Like, look, this one has not finished setting down even. I can just wipe it off easily. So, all right. Tally-ho. This one is a keep, though. All right. I don't know that I love these. I'm going to go ahead and declutter them. So, this is the YC collection or Y collection. I can never quite tell. But this is the blush in guava is on the right here. And then this is watermelon. The colors are pretty, but I don't like how these perform on the cheek, and I don't like how they perform over my BB cream, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter them. So, all right, so we're decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're decluttering 9 cream products, and I'm keeping 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I'm keeping 8. So that's not bad. I decluttered half, so that's pretty good. Okay. All right. Oh, excuse me. 9. All right, next. Let's do bronzers, and then we're done, friends. We're almost there. Oh, I have thoughts. I have thoughts. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is a blush. Oh, and that's a blush. Okay, so I missed these, so we'll do these first. All right. So this is by Unique Cosmetics, and this is theirs in the color Supple. I'm going to go ahead and declutter these. I don't reach for these anymore. I used to sell them years ago, but I just don't reach for them. They're a nice product, but they're not my favorite formula, so I'm going to move them along. Oh, excuse me. And the same thing goes for this color here as well. This color is, excuse me, while I fail at opening. Oh, I forgot how pretty that shade is, though. Oh, but I have so many others like it. This is the color Seductive. It's a beautiful blush, but I am going to move it along because I just don't reach for it, so. Okay. All right. Moving on to bronzers. These are all of my bronzers, with the exception of that Tarte Duo, but let's start with an easy one. This is a keep. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the shade Medium. See that big old pan? I reach for this a lot, and I'm going to go ahead and keep this. So, it's a beautiful bronzer. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Second is this Park Avenue Princess by Tarte. I do not like this. I don't like these tones on my face. I don't like how this is like these as a setting powder or contour powder. I don't like this, and I'm going to go ahead and move it on because I just don't use it. All right. This Ofra Trio here, I reach for this all the time. I really like it. This is a keep. This just works really well on my medium skin tone. It says medium, and it's perfect for my skin tone, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. All right. This next one is Chiate London. I kept this because I thought this might make a good contour shade, but I never reach for it. It is a sample size, and it's in the shade Bamboo Bronzer. I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to move it along because I just don't reach for it, so. All right. Next was like the birthday present from Sephora, you know, like for your like VIB present or whatever it is. This is a NARS Laguna Bronzer. I don't remember trying this. I think I put my fingers in it. Yeah. I'm going to keep it just so I can try it. But if I don't like it, I'm going to move it on later. But for now, it survives. So keep. All right. I kept this because I thought that I would go for like a glowy blush moment from time to time. And I just don't. I don't necessarily like sparkles in my blush or in my my bronzer. So for that reason, I'm going to move it out because I just never reach for it. It smells delicious. It makes me hungry, but yeah, I just don't want it. The next is actually like a face trio, and this one's by Freebird Cosmetics as well. I find that this highlighter is really crumbly, but the color's pretty, and I actually like these two, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this. This is really nice for travel because I have it all in just one place, so keep. Next is the Hoola by Benefit. This is a trial size in their, I guess it's their medium one. I'm not sure, but I used this a lot. It never used to pull that orange on me. Now, for whatever reason, it's really orange on my skin, and I do not like that. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this. I think something in the formula shifted, and it's just not good anymore. All right, almost done, friends. We're almost done. Just a few left. Okay, so my mother-in-law gave me this. I missed it when I did the highlighters. I think this is meant to be like a glowy bronzer. And then I think this is supposed to be like a natural highlighter. I'm never going to reach for this, and I just don't like this. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it on. It can go somewhere else. It's not going to be my problem. All right, and next is this Moira Cosmetics Cream Bronzer. I used this twice. I don't like this at all. It's too warm on my skin. I wouldn't mind trying it in another color, maybe during the winter time. But when I tried this was right after it released. And honestly, I don't like how it sat on my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this away because it is a cream product. But it's just really like, this is O2 medium. It's lighter than my medium skin on my arm. So I'm really confused about what their version of medium is. Because I would consider my skin normally a light to medium. Sometimes a medium. And this is for like, this is medium if you're like grew up in Alaska. Like, no thank you. Okay. And last but not least is this Ofra Cosmetics. This is a bronzer. It says Bronzer Duo in the color River. This is a Samantha March collab. I'm going to pass this on. I do not reach for this. These colors are really warm, and it's just, honestly, it looks like some of the blushes that I have, and I'm not interested, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this on. So out of all the ones that we had before, I'm only keeping these 4. I think that's pretty good. And that's it, friends. We are done with this declutter. Today, let me switch back to face cam, and then we'll go from there. All right, darlings, we are done. We are done with the blush and bronzer declutter. I'm really excited because we got rid of so much. So much. It's a lot. I'm really excited because I can actually see what else is in my collection and I can easily access the things that I'm gonna use. And then I might thin this out even more before. I think this year was definitely the year that I recognized my love for blushes. It's definitely a year that I discovered that I really like them. And I tried a lot of products this year. I kind of went a little bit ham. This next year, I probably won't buy any blushes.
That's what she said.
I'm pretty excited to get rid of like these and like the bronzers and things that aren't serving me. I reach for like the same ones over and over again. So I'm really glad to just have those. Now, I wouldn't be opposed to like trying some more cream bronzer formulas, but not, I think, until I get further into my Tarte one that I already have, because I already know that I love that. So thank you for joining today. Thank you for being here for my blush and bronzer declutter, because holy shit, we got rid of some products. I think I got rid of like over half of what I had, which I am stoked about. But anyway, have a wonderful day. Have the day you deserve, and touch your makeup, I guess. I don't know. I got nothing for you. Okay, bye.